Hey guys, this is Elle. Welcome back to my channel. Thanks for coming back and hanging out with me once again. So as I promised in my last video, I wanted to bring you that nostalgic Barbie content that I promised you guys. And I ended up picking a few Barbies from past decades, very popular ones to be exact, that were very iconic, and I wanted to draw them in my style. So the first doll that I pulled from the Barbie archives was Peaches and Cream Barbie. And I started to sketch her out, and as I was doing it, I was originally gonna do her in her original gown, and the more I sketched, the more I wanted to update her. So I ended up with an entire new 2020 version of Peaches and Cream Barbie, as you will see. I have to say that I am a big fan of the original dolls. There is nothing wrong with them. This is why I chose them, because they're so iconic and they're so beautiful, that I wanted to initially just draw them as is, but in my style. But like I mentioned, I couldn't help myself and just did a little bit of tweaking. I also wanted to thank you guys for all those awesome comments I've been receiving in that last Bella Parker video. So keep those comments coming, and I'll contemplate doing, another set of videos for, those second wave Rainbow High characters. So enough talk of that Rainbow High character video. Let's jump right into that nostalgic Peaches and Cream Barbie fashion sketch. So let's start off with a previous fashion sketch, add that superstar face mold and her signature blonde curls. Then I move on to that iridescent bodice, and I make it a little bit more minimalistic and more modern by adding very thin straps and an angled neckline with also a pointed front hemline. At this point, I get to her gown, and I want to make it as reminiscent to the original doll as possible, but in a fitted version. So I start off with a ruffle detail up front that creates a high slit for a little sex appeal, and I also add draped details to the other side to give it a little bit more interest. And here we're getting to her signature pointy pump, but I add a diagonal strap to give it a little bit more flair. At this point, I'm getting to the change around ruffle stole, and as I'm drawing it, I'm looking at it and it's not looking very modern at all. And I'm also thinking, who in the hell would wear a ruffled stole nowadays? So I decide to scrap that idea, go back into those two separate pieces and merge them together to make them an actual gown. Now to replace that ruffled change around stole, I go for a fur one instead. And I feel like this is a great alternative that still gives it the same feel as the old one, but in a more modern, yet also vintage type of aesthetic. Now let's jump in and fill out our Peaches and Cream pastel girl with some solid color. Also, let's take a count on our Peaches and Cream girl here and sound off below and let me know if this was one of your favorite Barbies growing up or if you actually picked up the reissued version a few years back. As I start to fill in her hair with solid color, I kind of realize that I'm not digging the hairstyle and it's looking a little bit dated. So I go in and take a little bit of inspiration from one of my favorite Instagram girls, Alexis Stone, and give her a more modern type of soft curl hairstyle. Now let's finish filling out our girl with some solid color. Let's go in and give her some shadows and highlights for some depth. Now let's add some deeper shades to give it more dimension. As we get to the bottom portion of her gown, I want to change the fabrication from the original chiffon to a more lustrous type of organza fabric, or possibly a satin look type of fabric, which is going to give it more dimension and a little bit more shine. Here I'm adding a lavender texture and some shine elements to give it the same type of look as the original bodice from the Peaches and Cream Barbie. Let's go back into that skirt and add even deeper shades to give it even more depth and a little bit more shine. Soft blonde curls come through as we go in with a airbrushing tool to give it more dimension, and then after this I'm going to go in like always with a fine calligraphy brush in a darker shade and a lighter shade to really give it those individual hair strokes. Now let's punch it up with some highlights. Let's tie in those pumps to the rest of the outfit by adding that same iridescent shine and glow as her bodice. I couldn't wait to get into this fur change around stole and give it all those fine little fur details to really make that entire thing look rounded and fluffy and just real. Now let's add some much needed bling bling by making those tiny thin straps into diamante straps. And don't forget to add that little shine detail to really make them look like they're sparkling. Let's also make those shoes sparkle. And it is a known fact that a woman do carry an evening bag at dinner time, or in this case, a shiny diamond encrusted earring. Now to everyone's favorite part, let's give her that makeup, and let's start off with a peach blush that complements the rest of her outfit and a deeper eyeshadow, and let's top the entire thing off with a deep coral lip. Let's finish off that hairstyle by adding a diamond encrusted old school Barbie bee barrette. Now let's add those final details like my signature, a diamond encrusted bracelet to match back to her shoulder straps, and a peach colored manicure. And here we have Miss Peaches and Cream 2.0 or 2020. I really love how she turned out. She looks so cute, and I love the fact that her face totally looks like a superstar era Barbie face. I am in love with her. I'm wondering what you guys think of her and how you guys like this new type of video. Please sound off below and let me know all your thoughts and comments. And if you know which nostalgic Barbie will be my next sketch. And as always, please remember to smash that like button, subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss any of my future videos, and share this video with all of your friends. In addition, please remember that you can also follow me on Instagram with the name Mendozagram.art. And I will see all of you in my next video.